Welcome back to Island Time on 5:31 PI with Ima and Tofiga. Now we're at that part of the day, 11 o'clock. We usually do our interviews, have a bit of a talanoa, and we've got a very special guest. As you can see on the other side of the camera, we've got the one and only one of Porirua's favourite sons. We've all seen him, we listen to his music, and great to have him here. He needs no introduction, but ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to our Island Time this morning, all the way from Porirua, Wayno, a.ka. Wayne Laai. Great to have you with us. Thank you for joining us on Island Time, Musa.
Thanks for having me. Good morning.
Oh, your voice has gone soft, but before you were like, hey. So, you've been busy. Great to see you back out on the road. Once lockdown pretty much finished and everything was open, man, you flung it straight over to Australia. You were Fiji, and also some of our other artists. How was it? How does it feel to be back on the road after the whole last couple of years in the pandemic?
No, it was good. I think straight after coming out of COVID, it's good being back to normal again. That was kind of what I was doing before all the lockdown and all of that. It's good to be back at it, especially going over to Australia again after being having a long break from gigging altogether. And yeah, definitely missed it, but was meant to be back.
Yeah. Now, as we said, you've been a busy man. You've just come back from Dunedin the weekend, but with the pandemic and the lockdowns and that, what were you doing to keep yourself, busy? And was there, were you being creative during that whole process? Are there new songs and that we can look forward to?
Yeah, I think it was kind of a good thing that we had the pandemic too, because then it kind of gave me some time to stay home and have a break. I think the first couple of months of our lockdown that we did go through, I wasn't doing anything. I was just chilling at home, spending some time with the family. It wasn't until later on when the lockdown started to get a little bit stretched, and then I was starting to get into some work. But it was mainly time to just chill, and I kind of knew that once it was finished, then I was going to be busy again, so
Yeah.
I was just trying to spend as much time as I could at home.
Yeah. Well, with you getting back on the road, what has been probably one of your favourite trips or gigs in the recent months?
Definitely going to Fiji, to going to Australia with Fiji.
Mm.
He's my number one idol when it comes to music and what I do. So it was definitely humbling and a massive experience to be able to work alongside Fiji, and especially the brothers from Brownhill.
Yeah.
And just because that was my first time meeting Lappy too.
Mm.
So it's first, that was cool too, to chill with Lappy and Jay Squeezy and everyone else that was there.
Wow, fantastic, eh? Lappy and Squeezy. Now, we see you on stage, we see you on YouTube. Your music is played all over the place. People's cars, even at church, people play your music. Now, but, what's behind Wayne Laai? What is it that motivates you? What is it that keeps you grounded? If you can give us a little bit of more background on your family and things like that.
I think with the common thing about all of us islanders is family orientated. I'm much like all us other islander guys out there who grew up around family church. I think, but with my music, it kind of took a path of its own during my journey.
Yeah.
Because I was making a lot of Palangi stuff too in my earlier days, and I never started this to be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna make some Samoa music and bring back. That idea kind of came as I was on this journey, and it kind of it comes from when I do make that music to when I make my other stuff, other Palangi covers and other Palangi songs that I write. Just didn't hit the same end. There was something special about the Samoan music I was making. You know, while I'm making it and while I'm performing it, was always something different about it, and it kind of just went that way naturally. And I think it comes from my childhood, strong Samoan upbringing at home, especially mum's family, and then church, a.ka, Creek, massive Samoan upbringing in there too. And I think that just kind of naturally came out of what I'm doing in my music.
Yeah. So if there was no music side of life, if you weren't doing music, what would Wayne Laai be doing? And would you still call yourself Wayno if you weren't doing music?
No, probably not. I'll be All Black.
Oh wow! What position would you have been in the All Blacks?
Halfback.
Halfback, is it? TJ Perenara, is it? So when with things picking up, we had Nate here as well, your fellow Uso from Kaseki, and he was talking about the song and the music video you guys have just released. What's next up for Kaseki?
Kaseki, we're kind of just doing. We've been busy too, Kaseki. Getting a lot of gigs, a lot of private ones for weddings, birthdays. We're working on our own recorded music as well. We also have Tofiga Dance Academy from Auckland who's coming down next week, and we're fortunate enough to be playing alongside that. So that's one of our projects that we're working on. And it's different too because it's a full band thing, so we're kind of honing into that zone as well. Besides that, we just have we had our Matariki gig last week. That was awesome, and that was a great turnout. We are keeping busy. A lot of our own projects that we're all working on as well. And Nathan's busy himself, and Favor as well. He's busy himself. So I think he's trying to find that balance now because both of them think they're superstars too.
I've noticed that. Nathan thinks he's a superstar.
Yeah.
But you know what? I noticed that Favor. How many instruments can Favor play? I've seen videos where he's on the piano, he's on the guitar, he's on the bass, he's on the drums. He's like a Samoan prince, Our prince could play numerous. Does Favor play every instrument or what?
I think he does. I honestly think he does. He knows how to play an accordion.
Accordion?
Yeah, and he knows how to play a trumpet, saxophone, drums, keyboard, all of that he knows how to play. But then when it comes to like accordion,
he can play. So when in terms of the whole process, how do you put everything into like? Do you do all the beats and all this stuff, the vocals and that? How does it work when Wayno wants to get a track down? Can you take us through that whole process?
Ever since I've started, I taught myself how to do everything. I think because I come from my first instrument was piano, and then growing up, I realized that was actually a massive tool to learn because now you can just do everything on a piano. You just solo your MIDI into a laptop, and the drums and bass and everything can come out of that. I think because I was at a very young age where I kind of discovered all of that. So I think I just really found that like I was amusing,
It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah, wow.
And I just got hooked on the day.
Yeah.
And that was my first, even before singing, that was my first love making beats on a piano.
Yeah.
And then I learned how to do that at school. Then begged my mum and dad to buy me a laptop, and yeah, just went on from there. And just from then on, I've always just learned how to make my own stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah, to this day, I'm still recording in my bedroom.
Wow.
Yeah.
All that amazing music. But that's the awesome thing about technology, yeah. You don't have to be in this, really expensive studio. You can still produce all this massive stuff in your old bedroom.
Yeah.
It was sombos and everything. You haven't even brushed your teeth, and man, straight away. Suddenly. But the other thing, when being a family man yourself, how does your family react to all this? I'm sure the first time people are like, oh, is he on that stupid piano again? But now that how your whole career has progressed, how's your family reacting to it?
I feel with my parents, I think they knew from a young age that I had a massive that music was like massive for me. They started buying me pianos and guitars from when I was little, and then I was talking to my dad too, and he used to tell me that ages ago I'll randomly drum on stuff, and I used to go and play on my cousin's guitars or just pianos that were lying around. And then he saw interest in music. I think they were like, because my mum's dad, my granddad, he was the last like heavy music in my family. He was a big songwriter for our village back home in Wayno. So then they were trying to connect the dots, because then everyone else, I would say that my family is actually very musical.
Yeah.
But no one else has actually thought of taking it further.
None of your siblings?
No one else.
Just the Wayno.
Yeah, they can all sing. My whole family can sing.
Yeah.
No one's actually taking it.
When growing up, did mum and dad say that a.ka o loko, you had to go play at church? And so you were playing piano for church?
Yeah, I started playing piano for church, I think when I was 11. First year of intermediate, I started playing by Sunday. Then I started getting lessons from this Samoan man, organ lessons.
Wow.
Yeah, he was dangerous, but he was the man.
And they singing in the clubs and
yeah, but this is a start from. I done all of that. Done all the hard yards to you.
Oh yeah. I know exactly what it's like to be encouraged by parents. To play for church. It's a big thing.
Yeah.
And a lot of people would say those are your blessings now. Being able to travel and use your gift around the world is from where it started in the church. What's next for Wayno now? You got a song that's about to drop tomorrow, Friday, and can you tell us a little bit more about this new song?
Every 2 years now, I kind of come up with a Siva Samoa mix. I didn't know I was doing it every 2 years. I started 2016, made a Siva Samoa medley, and then 2018 I made another one, and it was 2K20 when I knew that I was doing this every 2 years.
Yeah.
And this is pretty much the Siva Samoa mix 2K22. And I had massive help from Nathan and Faiva on this one from Kaseki.
Nice.
This is the first time I've actually recorded live instruments. So I got Nathan on the guitar, and on the uke. And they just all fell feet in my bedroom and we recorded this song.
Nathan fit in your bedroom? Is it?
Just. But no, it was good. Actually, I reckon it sounds very different to all my other stuff because of the live instruments.
Yeah.
Got Nate on the Samoan ingi on there.
Nice.
And yeah, I kind of grew inspiration from Felice Mikaele and this one. That was because of all his Siva Samoa songs that you've heard. Heavy ingi and like strong. Sounds like a men's choir when he sings in. And I kind of drew inspiration from that, and I actually covered one of his songs at the end too.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, this is just Siva Samoa Mix 2K22.
Well, looking forward to that, which drops tomorrow, Friday, and Siva Samoa 2K22. 2022. Looking forward to that. The other thing is, who would be 3 artists that you would love to have the opportunity? I know Fiki is definitely one, and you've achieved that. Who would be another 2 that you would love to be able to share the stage with?
Share the stage. Probably, I would like to sing with Vanya.
Nice.
Vanya will be me to sing with. Yeah, and then Beyonce.
Beyonce? Wow, it's not asking for much, is it?
Nah.
Eh? But you didn't even mention Nathan.
Nah.
Nathan Lupa.
I'm sick of him.
Eh? Well, okay, we got the block party tomorrow. Tomorrow night at the Lower Hutt Event Centre. You can get your tickets at ticketspace.nz. And yeah, looking forward to tomorrow night. Who else have we got tomorrow night for your block party?
Yeah, massive show tomorrow night. We got Victor J. Sefo all the way from Hawke's Bay. We have the Power Couple Swiss and Tree. We have JMs all the way from West Auckland. We have DJ Lux, who is pretty much your number 1 DJ out South Auckland. We have the one and only 651. And we have ART, your local group in the show. And I think it's also like, this will probably be one of their first like shows, which is massive. And yeah, it's a real dynamic show. So make sure to come along. Remember, it's all ages too. So
wow.
Yeah, so bring the family.
Oh wow.
Cancel your babysitters.
Oh yeah. Well, because I had planned to feed the ducks tomorrow, but I'm definitely gonna come now. Yeah. Well, Ina's gonna be there. She's gonna be front row. She's gonna be dancing hard out. Her and her brother. So looking forward to that. Any shout outs that you want to send out there to your people, Wayne?
Yeah, just another massive shout out to Tana, who's running this island block party. Thank you for having me on the lineup.
Nice.
And just another massive shout out to, I have to go shout out to Koseki. And just a massive shout out to my family.
Nice. Well, it's pretty much our interview, Wayne. We really appreciate you coming in. I know you're really busy at home in your studio. But, just want to say, bottom of my heart, also really appreciate your work. Love your music. Love your heart for our people and our youth. And all the best with the block party. Don't forget, tomorrow night. What time tomorrow will the song drop?
The song's dropping at 3 tomorrow. 3 p.m.
3 p.m. tomorrow, Friday. Siva Samoa 2022. You don't want to miss out, so make sure you download it and burn it and sell it at the markets when you get a chance. But thank you very much to Wayno. God bless you and your family, and I hope to see you again soon. And all the best for the future.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. And that's Wayno here on Island Time, and we're going to go out with Toi Fo'i Tamasawai, which is one of Wayno's songs, but we'll play his new song tomorrow when it's released.